I mean, one of my better kept secrets is I'm a Parrothead. Anybody know what a Parrothead is? Oh, we've got some people. For those of you who think we just did the secret cult thing, if you think you guys are a cult, you ain't seen nothing yet. At least you dress well. Yeah. Parrotheads are Jimmy Buffett fans. And they're you know, this. If you've never been to a Jimmy Buffett concert, you may think I'm doing my best rooster impression. But this is fins to the left, fins to the right, you know, that sort of thing. And if you stop and really pick it apart, it's pretty silly. It sure is fun, especially when lubricated with margarita. But I got hooked up with some of my Parrothead pals who now, if you are a true night owl, and I mean, like an after midnight thing, I'm a Key West fan, and they have a new radio network on the internet called Southernmost Radio. And Key West is just full of counterculture types, and they have it, it's on, you go to Southernmost Radio, SRN, and they have a show called Midnight at the Oasis. And it's a live talk show online, and the Wildlife Center of Virginia has become the darling of that show. And it's only been on 3 weeks, and so they now have us linked to their site. They talk about us. They won't let me do my own show, and it's like that. They're moving to 8 o'clock. Oh! Now, in any case, they have been promoting the heck out of this thing, and we're starting to get people all over the country. I mean, but it all started with you. It all started with your interest in this bird, and it all started with your enthusiastic communication with us, and it really matters that you care this much. I mean, and I tease you all, and I joke about it, but honest to gosh, it really does matter. Your being here today, trust me, we don't need another thing to do on a Saturday, but it has really been a labor of love, organizing this, working with your leadership and your activists to get this day organized, and we're real excited about that. A couple of things I will mention, because I know Randy's going to say, you forgot to mention, because I asked him to remind me. There are some things that, I mean, I sort of feel like it's a little early in the day for the commercial, but I am going to give you a commercial because I'll forget it later in the enthusiasm of the day. One of the things that means a lot to us is the fundraising. And you guys have just done a wonderful job of that and continue to, and we really appreciate that. One of the things that over the last 2 years has really meant the difference for this organization being able to struggle through this difficult economic time. The average nonprofit has been cutting staff and programs nearly 30%, 25 to 30%, as income has gone away, as support has gone away. And for this organization, what has made the difference for us is that not only do we manage our finances very conservatively, our board treasurer's name is Ebenezer Scrooge. It's actually Lee Campbell, but come on, Ebenezer, everything you do. But the truth is that people support us while they're here, but a really important way to support this organization is after you're gone. And a lot of folks have included the Wildlife Center in their estate planning, and I just want to let you know that if you choose to do that, we have a foundation, Wildlife Center of Virginia Foundation. So when we get bequests, we don't just turn right around and spend it like a drunken salesman. You know, we do have internal policies, and you can actually leave your money to the foundation so that the money stays there, and the income supports the work of the Wildlife Center. And thank God for the people who have made those kind of commitments to us, because we have come through the last year when we didn't take in as much money as we spent, but we had the savings. You know, when they talk about a rainy day fund, well, it is just damn well poured over the last year for a lot of organizations, a lot of people. And we're still here, and we are still doing what we do because people cared enough to include us in their estates, and some of our most important people have gone on. And yeah, sorry, not real. But some of the things that I'm not going to belabor this point, but some of the stuff that we've learned over the years is with a estate taxes being what they have been, you can lose your whole estate. Our accountant, I was asking him some questions. He told me the story about somebody right in the neighboring community, a lady that had saved her money and lived on a farm. She was about 90 years old and had the family farm, been in the family for 4 or 5 generations. And the estate tax on this farm that they had probably paid $500 for 100 years ago in the family, it was like $3.5 million worth of land now, because the farm happened to be near an interstate and near an exit off of I-81. And she had about $500,000 in cash. Well, the estate tax was 45%. And by the time they got it all done on the taxable amount, they had to sell the farm to pay the tax. Whereas if they had done something like donate part of it or put it in trust or put a conservation easement on it, they could have saved the farm. And that story is repeated over and over again. Now the inheritance laws are going up and down, so I don't want you to take that out of here as tax advice, but I really encourage you to talk to your tax planners, and if you choose the Wildlife Center of Virginia or the Wildlife Center of Virginia Foundation, I will tell you, and truly I mean this, that we never accept money that we then think of as our money. It's always the money given to us, entrusted to us by the donors to do something that means something to the donor. We always treat our contributions, whether it's $5 or $1 million, we always treat it as if it's somebody else's money entrusted to us. And I will tell you that the staff and team we've got here at the Wildlife Center today, 27 years, I've never seen a finer, more effective, more capable group of people. It's just a nice group of people, and they're all really good. I will accept that on their behalf, but as you see our staff members today, thank them for what they do. I'm the one that gets to go out and have all the fun. I get to hire good people, they do good work, and I get the credit for it. And truly, I don't deserve it. And, I mean, I deserve my part of it. I don't want to do I did hire them after all. But the truth is that they are the ones that do the work. And as you see them throughout the day, please let them know that it means something to you, too. All right, I'm going to put a cork in it now and see, but before we move on and bring Dave in to talk about something more